The U.S. is embarking on a monumental endeavor with the $500 billion Stargate project, an investment that overshadows the Manhattan Project. This colossal initiative underscores a seismic shift in global power dynamics, where data, algorithms, and computational might are becoming the new frontiers of national dominance. With the U.S. investing $500 billion in the Stargate project and China advancing its open-source AI strategy, the stakes are immense. Control over AI infrastructure means dictating global data flow, economic dominance, and technological edge. It's no longer about borders. It's about controlling the digital battleground of the future. Imagine a world where AI mastery dictates global dominance. The U.S. is spearheading the $500 billion Stargate project, while China leverages open-source AI, escalating the chip war. Europe's ramping up its AI defense investments, viewing AI stacks as geopolitical weapons. Mastering AI infrastructure is the new sovereignty, where data and algorithms replace traditional power symbols. In the past, nations flexed their power through vast territories and formidable armies. The Industrial Revolution redefined power with economic strength and natural resources. Today, the digital revolution has transformed the landscape once again. The United States, with its $500 billion Stargate project, competes fiercely with China's robust open-source AI initiatives, while India builds its sovereign language model. As Europe boosts its AI defense investments, data, computing power, and algorithms have become the new currencies of influence, reshaping global hierarchies and setting the stage for a modern geopolitical arms race that's truly digital. The AI revolution is unfolding with unprecedented speed, compelling nations to act swiftly. The United States, recognizing AI's transformative impact, has earmarked $500 billion for its Stargate project, an initiative aiming to fortify its position in this new digital domain. Meanwhile, China is aggressively pursuing an open-source AI strategy, leveraging its vast data resources to gain a strategic edge. Across the globe, India is developing its own sovereign large language model, while Europe is bolstering AI defense investments. These maneuvers illustrate how AI, rather than traditional military might, is rapidly becoming the ultimate instrument of global power. In the first century, controlling AI equates to controlling the future. The U.S.'s Stargate project, with its staggering $500 billion budget, exemplifies this race for AI sovereignty. Meanwhile, China's focus on an open-source AI strategy demonstrates its commitment to democratizing innovation. India's development of a sovereign large language model underscores its strategic ambitions. The recent U.S.-China chip war highlights how critical semiconductor dominance is for AI supremacy, while Europe channels billions into AI defense initiatives. AI stacks now serve as geopolitical weapons. Controlling these digital infrastructures isn't just a technical edge, it's the new form of national sovereignty. The Stargate project represents the United States' bold strategy to dominate the global AI landscape. With a staggering investment of $500 billion, this initiative seeks to establish unparalleled AI infrastructure. At its core, Stargate focuses on developing cutting-edge AI technology, which includes advancing machine learning algorithms, enhancing data analytics, and fostering innovation in AI hardware and software. To secure its semiconductor supply chains, the U.S. is bolstering its domestic production capabilities, reducing dependency on geopolitically sensitive regions for microchips. Collaborations with tech behemoths like Google and Microsoft form a crucial part of this strategy. These partnerships aim to leverage their immense computing power and innovation in cloud technologies, creating a robust ecosystem that ensures American superiority in AI development and deployment. The project is not merely about technological advancement, it's about maintaining geopolitical leverage in an era where AI infrastructure is becoming synonymous with power. In this context, the United States sees controlling AI stacks as a new form of sovereignty. With Stargate, America intends to ensure that its influence is felt, not just in traditional arenas of power, but across the digital infrastructures that define this century. China is crafting a powerful, open-source AI strategy, a move designed to capitalize on its substantial data reserves and state-backed programs. This approach allows China to propel innovation while sidestepping dependencies on U.S. technology. By making AI tools and frameworks widely accessible, China hopes to democratize AI development, drawing in a global community of developers and researchers. Open-source initiatives like Baidu's Paddle Paddle have already made significant inroads, becoming a staple among the top AI platforms with over 4.77 million developers worldwide. In doing so, China isn't just playing catch-up, it's setting new international standards, pushing for greater influence in global AI policies. This strategy directly challenges the US's AI superiority, which is heavily reliant on proprietary technology. By leading the charge in open-source AI, China can control the narrative and direction of future AI development, potentially establishing its own standards as the global baseline. Furthermore, China's open-source model is bolstered by government initiatives like the New Generation Artificial Intelligence Development Plan, which promises investments exceeding $150 billion. This not only fuels domestic innovation, but also strategically positions China as a major player in the global AI arms race, framing AI infrastructure as the new frontier of national sovereignty. India is ambitiously stepping into the AI arena with its Sovereign Large Language Model initiative. Aiming to diminish reliance on foreign technologies, this project seeks to empower local tech ecosystems, bolster data sovereignty, and position India as a formidable force in the global AI landscape. With a burgeoning tech sector valued at over $180 billion and a vast pool of over 4.5 million IT professionals, India has the human capital and technological foundation to drive this initiative forward. The move aligns with India's overarching Digital India campaign, fostering innovation through initiatives like the National AI Portal and the establishment of AI research institutes across the country. Additionally, to secure data privacy and control, India is crafting policies to ensure that its citizens' data is processed within its borders, thereby reducing vulnerability to external control. By developing indigenous LLMs, India aspires to provide tailored AI solutions for its multilingual and diverse population, a market of over 1.4 billion people. This not only strengthens India's technological autonomy, but also signals its arrival as a key contender in the AI power struggle on the world stage. The US-China chip war is escalating into a full-blown technological standoff, with profound implications for global AI development. At the heart of this conflict are semiconductors, the crucial components that power artificial intelligence. The United States has imposed stringent export controls, specifically targeting advanced chip manufacturing technologies, with the aim of curbing China's progress in AI. For instance, the U.S. Department of Commerce recently tightened restrictions on sales of semiconductor equipment to Chinese firms like SMIC, effectively cutting them off from the latest innovations. China, on the other hand, is retaliating with policies designed to boost its semiconductor self-sufficiency. They've launched the Made in China 2025 initiative, aiming to increase domestic chip production to 70% by 2025. Furthermore, Beijing is investing heavily in indigenous firms, exemplified by the $29 billion subsidy package to bolster its local chip industry. The stakes are incredibly high. Semiconductors are not just the raw material for AI, but the lifeblood of technological dominance. As these two superpowers clash, the implications ripple beyond national borders, affecting global supply chains and sparking a race that reshapes alliances and enmities. Controlling the semiconductor supply is not merely an economic advantage. It's a strategic necessity in the new world order of AI. In the midst of the global AI arms race, Europe is taking significant steps to secure its strategic autonomy by investing heavily in AI defense technologies. The European Defense Fund, with a budget of €8 billion, is at the forefront of this initiative. Its primary goal is to ensure that Europe develops its own advanced AI capabilities that can be seamlessly integrated into both military and civilian applications. This includes the development of cutting-edge AI algorithms and the improvement of data infrastructure required for high-stakes defense operations. To illustrate, projects like the Ocean 2020 initiative are bringing together 42 partners across 15 countries to enhance maritime surveillance through AI-driven drone technology. Meanwhile, the European Commission is keenly aware of the need to protect its AI advancements from external dependencies. By focusing on homegrown technologies, Europe is striving to reduce reliance on foreign tech giants, particularly from the United States and China. Moreover, European companies like Airbus and Thales are actively collaborating to create AI systems capable of real-time threat assessment, an essential part of any modern defense strategy. By fortifying its AI infrastructure, Europe is not just keeping pace, it's setting a standard for sovereignty in the digital age. Imagine AI stacks as the modern-day equivalent of nuclear arsenals. In today's geopolitical landscape, these stacks, consisting of data, sophisticated algorithms, and immense computing power, are becoming the ultimate tools of influence. The United States, spearheading the Stargate project with a staggering $500 billion investment, aims to fortify its technological supremacy. This initiative underscores the importance of AI infrastructure as the new frontier of power. China, on the other hand, has embraced an open-source strategy, rapidly advancing its AI capabilities while sidestepping restrictions imposed by the ongoing US-China chip war. This conflict, centered around semiconductor technology, exemplifies how foundational these components are to national security and global dominance. Meanwhile, India's venture into developing its sovereign large language model illustrates a bid for independence from foreign technology, signaling the strategic significance of having control over proprietary AI solutions. Europe, not to be left behind, is ramping up its AI defense investments, recognizing that mastering AI stacks is essential to maintaining autonomy and influence on the world stage. As nations race to build these technological fortresses, controlling AI infrastructure is increasingly synonymous with sovereignty. The dynamics of power are shifting. Dominion now lies not in land and military might, but in data and computational prowess. In this unfolding geopolitical landscape, the United States' $500 billion Stargate project reflects a monumental investment in maintaining AI dominance. Meanwhile, China leverages an open-source AI strategy, effectively crowdsourcing innovation to bolster its competitive edge. India's sovereign language model represents another strategic move, aiming to localize control over AI. Europe's focus on AI defense investments underscores its intention to safeguard technological frontiers. These AI stacks are not just technological marvels, they are geopolitical weapons. Controlling these stacks equates to wielding unprecedented power, reshaping how nations assert influence on the global stage. In the evolving landscape of global power, AI sovereignty is reshaping national strength. The U.S. is investing $500 billion in its Stargate project, aiming to secure a dominant position in AI infrastructure. Meanwhile, China's open-source AI strategy aggressively bolsters its technological prowess, while India's efforts in developing a sovereign large language model highlight its aspirations to be a key player. Europe's substantial AI defense investments further underscore this shift. The US-China chip war exemplifies how AI stacks are becoming geopolitical weapons, where control over data, computing power, and algorithmic architecture is pivotal, redefining what sovereignty means today. As the battle for AI dominance heats up, being well-informed is crucial. Follow policy debates closely, support initiatives that foster ethical AI development, and push for transparent governance to ensure these technologies serve all of humanity. Engage with platforms like OpenAI or AI Now, Institute for Insights. By understanding these dynamics, we empower ourselves to influence how AI becomes a force for good, and not just another geopolitical weapon. As we look to the future, AI isn't just shaping economies, it's redefining global power structures. The US's $500 billion Stargate project, China's strategic embrace of open-source AI, and India's development of sovereign large language models underscore a new era where AI infrastructure signifies sovereignty. In this digital arms race, understanding and engaging with these technological shifts becomes crucial for both nations and individuals, who must navigate a landscape where data and algorithms dictate influence and authority.